We got the moon marrow.
Come on, don't even...
I might need...
Oh, give me your hand.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway.
Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as I merely drew.
I think I...
That is the moon. It is harmless.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the... It's supposed to be something...
It is the remains.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this?
Llama just said it was...
And she is correct. That is how I...
But... Llama...
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess, but after the war, after Arya's death, the iridescent, as the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. I can sense, forget controlling it. Sensing it alone.
Oh, wait,
No. It can only, you may as well ask.
Oh, so you're saying that you...
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon god? You do not wish...
That's not really the... Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon...
I do not...
Huh?
Nor does a desire to come to...
And...
When I came into contact with its power, I can only guess that this is because I, too...
Guess it's stuck with me for now then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Llama did say that you've hidden its power well, but... And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here.
The wild hunt?
Well, it's...
That seems to ring...
Huh?
My colleagues used to mention someone. Back when I was still with the He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do...
I only know what others called him. The Reikir... Huh.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he?
If that was the case, surely he'd be...
I have heard that he disappeared not long, but when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflect...
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just...
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who... But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale...
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous... That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then, and even then, he still defeat...
Oh? What did you just...
That's your... ex-colleague? Did you just...
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she...
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how...
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were... Perhaps something restricts him. What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me, give me your hand. And...
Where?
Aether! Come on! We have to leave this place!
Hey!
What?
Are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after. No one left the ship during that time. But Lumine found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite. And
All right.
Well,
will you need my help? I could help you conceal the mirror.
you could.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further like this.
Ooh.
Can you sense it? You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a... Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but...
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frostmoon Scions have changed since you last saw them.
I will consider.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for...
It wasn't much. The flowers here.
The Raker of Solnari. Let's keep this news confidential for the but if this Rarir is as you describe, he will...
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now... Exactly! Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Notcry, but...
Thank you. The Frost, in addition, I believe that the winds of change are blowing. And we Scions have, whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our...
Let's see... Speaking of allies...
Take it easy.
Nothing's going right lately.
There, I know. If nothing is going right, then nothing is the problem. And if nothing is the...
You really think so? You know, Inafa, you've gotten a lot better at comforting people.
I could not say, but please get some rest. I will inspect these sorting robots for you.
I'm gonna give each one a hit on the head with my wrench. I gotta see for myself which one is going haywire. Oh, Traveler! Paimon! Hi, Aino! It feels like it's been ages since I last saw you two. Or, wait, But anyway, seeing you makes me feel a bit better.
I know. It appears my analysis was correct.
Huh?
You were getting upset over nothing, but now that the Traveler and Paimon are here, your mood has improved. Conclusion. Everything is going to be all right.
Huh. Well, I can't fault that logic. Oh, what's the matter, Aino? You can tell us. Whatever's going... Oh, it's nothing major. People keep getting into fights around here, and last night, they crashed right into my workshop. Oh, sounds like the Clink Clank Krumkage craft shop is living...
Do not be alarmed. It's a group of treasure hoarders on the run after stealing from the
Treasure hoarders? Dipping into the Fatui's pockets? Sorry. Again. Not the point. What, Matt? Yeah. Before Inafa came back, all I could do was hide in the workshop and curse them under my breath. But now... I can teach...
I already cleared them out last night. You will not be bothered again.
You're the... Wow! So, problem solved, right? Well, the sleeping problem is solved. But now there's an issue with my prospector bots. They're supposed to sort out the useful treasure from the junk. Nice! Sounds No, not impressive. There's a traitor among...
Correct. The sorting bots delivered several items of no utility this morning. The ratio of...
My bots don't just break down for no reason. You know what I think? And we'll find them and make them pay. Yeah! But first, I need to figure out which bot... How are you going to do that? By staring him down. You gotta put a little pressure on him and see... Okay, so... Psychological warfare? I don't know. If it doesn't work, I'll just drag them into a small room and interrogate them one by... Whoa! How's that fair? Two of them are just hard-working little bots. If I take them apart, even though nothing's wrong... Okay then. Ahem. All right, listen up, you three. We'll let you off. But just this once. You stared them down all right, Traveler. Notice anything off? Yep, that's it. What did I say? A little psychological pressure? Come on, help me catch him. Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one. I know, Inafa, we caught him. Do you need to check him over?
Analyzing exterior. No anomalies detected.
Must be the processor then. Uh-oh, he's on the run again. Catch him. What? Is that him? How did he get...
No, those are scrap sorting bots. It appears he can still connect to the...
Okay, well now I'm getting curious. There's more going... But we need to catch him first. Try sucking him out. No, it's not possible. I mean, my prospector bots do have a... There's no way they have awareness like a Nepha. Their core... But it seems like he can communicate. Could his core have been...
Can you mind your own business?
Jeez, why is this bot so aggressive?
Oh, just you wait. If you don't get out of my sight, I'll round you all up and send you straight to the fort.
The fortress of Marrowseed.
What is it again? Marrowpeed. Yeah. Would you stop with the personal questions? So intrusive. Leave a girl alone.
Whoa, what do you mean, girl?
I'm a girl.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what happened, but something is definitely wrong. Well, guess the only way to find out is to open you up and...
Don't come any closer. Somebody help.
It's okay. I'm a girl, too.
That doesn't change anything.
Apologies, Traveler in Paimon. Aino prefers to devote her full focus to solving. Perhaps it would be best to follow up tomorrow.
Weird. I know I only installed an... I know! An Eppa! We're here!
Greetings.
I mean, I found the source of the malfunction, but... What?
The bot has the wrong core. It is not the one Aino installed originally, but the core of a clockwork mecha from Font.
It has the wrong core? Oh, yeah, it's no big deal. I salvaged from a pile of junk. Believe me, it's nothing. The problem is, this new core is really advanced. I don't... Really? Is that why it can talk like an Eppa? No idea. What I can tell is that this core went through a massive explosion at some point. Almost all the modules are... Wow! It even...
The core originates from Fontaine, but little is known about this technology. Without relevant knowledge, a breakthrough will take time.
Yeah, but it's not all bad news. I managed to extract a useful bit of information from the data I could salvage. Shard? I doubt it, but I'm sure it's important. It was stored in the deepest part of the core. That's the best protected part. The best protected part?
In the event that my core sustained damage, that's where I would move all Aino-related data to...
Ah! Knock on wood, knock on wood! Your core is gonna be just fine.
I was engaging in a hypothetical discussion.
Doesn't matter, you still gotta say it. Say knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Like that?
Yeah, huh? Anyway, I bet there's other data preserved deep in the core too. Otherwise, and I'm gonna extract it all. Here, data, come to... Man, this core is so mysterious. But if it's so... Bingo! That's the question, isn't it? Who replaced the original core with this one and why? I mean, even though it's damaged, the research value is off the charts. Bingo! That has to be the... You know what happened the day before it started malfunctioning? The Fatui chased a group of... I'm thinking the treasure hoarders stole the core from the Fatui and needed a place to hide it. So, makes sense, don't you think? I'm pretty clever.
Of course. In fact, intel from the Curatorium appears to corroborate this hypothesis. Several of Marinette's subordinates were robbed on their way back to Snezhnaya. Although it is unclear what was stolen. The culprits were identified. Their leader is a silver-haired woman wearing a hood. As for the remaining two members, there is a man...
Wow! So Paimon was right!
Actually, this group has only been active recently. The curator...
Who cares? Yehoda said they're just a bunch of small fry anyway. Yeah. If those treasure hoarders really did mean to hide the core in this bot, they're probably gonna come back for it. Let them come. If they're not, and if they're mean, Inefa will give them a good hand. If they try to take back the core? I already thought of that. Inefa, can you get little Chard in the other? Okay, hold on to your hats. I'm gonna hide little...
What did you just call me?
Come on, we have to call you something. What kind of name is that? Did you get it from somewhere in your data bank? It doesn't sound like a little girl. Oh, so you use Lombro as a last name. Huh, I kinda like it. You're stuck with it either way. You're the one who decided to hide out here, so from now on... don't think it likes the sound of that.
Correction. This bot has no capacity to like or dislike something.
Huh? Why? Because its core was destroyed 6 ways to Sunday. So, right now, its tone and mannerisms are all just a simulation. Like, remember how I found the word Chard in the data? Well, if that refers to a person, then basic... Oh, so... Anyway, we can figure all that out later. First, we need to make sure... Why don't you take the reins? Nice job! You've got some engineering chops and thanks to you, I'm now the proud owner of... I expect good work out of you, little Chard. But don't...
Like I care.
We gotta do something about that temper of yours. Maybe a little... There. Much cuter. Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, Paimon, if you ever pick up stuff you have, I can make them into flowers or use them to upgrade my console. Oh, and I don't expect you to hand them over for free. I pay deal. Awesome! Turns out Inefa was right all along. Everything is gonna be all right. Good luck out there on your travels.
Add Ast. Thank you for Add Ast.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! We've got updates on the what?
Threat level. Exceed.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night.
True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right?
Well, we'll just get enough to go grab.
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kubaki, which we'll be shipping to Nashita. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot.
You sure have been looking forward to this battle.
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nokrai, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure.
I know. There remains intel left.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the... Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's op.
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day?
Yeah. It's still new news. So not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd... I'll send Anafa over to Nashi Town with some flowers later.
Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a super...
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's Sergeant Majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Hey! What do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene.
You'll have to... Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Anafa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be ran.
All right. We'll see you later. This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from...
Ah! Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to...
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. And...
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but...
Shishich, my old friend. Phyllis...
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of... No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed. Before...
Entering unopposed. So...
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby... Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but
Very
So, he's the...
to be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and we know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require...
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he...
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah! What
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather...
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in, he likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and yes, that-
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or-
Steady now.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down.
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? Hey! What?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already.
Yeah, you're right. You really thought of everything, huh?
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog with...
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your...
Hey! Is that...
We'll at last part ways.
Monsters! creature was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not There's something inside it. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? The fight took place here. Did Flint's leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him? We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Perissos. Silio Ericos. Yamalune Satsisi Franco Kalun. Ilio Selu Sininso. Percebik is doing.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutonine Torai Desnevite.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now! It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which torment. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just and an enviable constitution.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strange. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could not—
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him?
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm?
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But
only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to either way. It seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though. Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lent. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rarer could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he—
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should. Owing to— So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirt. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put it— Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a— In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not— The higher-ups would think he's doing great where he is, whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talent? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rereer's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he...
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some... I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here.
Yeah.
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're in.
Oh? And...
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty calm. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow, but considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate,
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter. Or... something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before, as I thought. You're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the...
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of...
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him. Let alone the handful of us he would have no reason whatsoever to... Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve it.
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as...
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And remember to pick me up by the window.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. We're investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required... His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, and I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but, what?
You've provided us with some very crucial information. We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night. Hope...
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he had, with the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is... Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to... But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon...
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if...
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to...
That would be good, yes. I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a...
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't...
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Whether out of gratitude, your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself, you know humans well. And naturally, you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there...
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. I once labored. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot... Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the...
Is that why you...
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up...
Doesn't sound too...
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rear...
Will you need us to get you where...
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratnik?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am...
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh?
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly...
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd